Welcome back. Ya-Nam-Sayin podcast. Everything, nothing, all at the same time. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share.
Good job.
Try to
Good
say
job.
that.
You only stumbled over one word. You did pretty good there. I'll let you do it more often. You proved yourself. How's it going, man? How was your New Year?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Didn't do much. Just kind of catered to my dog cowering from the sounds of fireworks while
Oh,
we play
yeah.
video games.
Yeah, he's a big scaredy cat.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. My dog does not care.
Yeah, and then he's paired with a 100-pound dog, Penny.
Yeah.
So Taz will get up underneath my desk, and then she'll be scared, want to join him up underneath the desk, but she can't even fit underneath my keyboard stand.
Yeah.
And she definitely can't get behind the desk, so she's just standing there, taking up so much space. Love her desk, she's big. People say stuff about small dogs and how if it's not above 50 pounds, it's not a dog, it's a cat. But they're convenient at times. A lot of times, especially getting even a hotel room. That's getting harder nowadays too.
Yeah, I don't travel like that, so I wouldn't really know.
Yeah, I didn't used to either a few years back.
But yeah, you do now, so yeah.
It's nice traveling though, it's fun. It's definitely good seeing the family I haven't seen and more knew about for many of years.
Yeah, but also when I travel, we usually don't do hotel rooms, and then I don't take my dog, so you will usually watch my dog while I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
So
unless I'm joining you, then I bring my dog and you find someone else to watch your dog.
Yeah, but that's been a long time.
Yeah,
and that was back before I had a dog. Because we're coming up. We've only had Ducky now for coming up on a year, so we've only been dog owners.
Kind of fast, huh?
Dog owners again for almost a year now. Almost. I think a couple of weeks here. It'll be coming up. We went almost 3 years without having a dog.
Yeah, after Isabel.
Yeah, that was that was a nice. Not that I hated my old dog, but it was nice not having a dog for a while, not having anything to really worry about like that and have to deal with, so to speak.
Yeah.
The hell? Oh, I know what that was.
I have no idea. I don't think it was picked up though.
I have no idea, but I know what that was. There's mason jars over there.
That. Okay.
Yeah.
One of them just popped in.
One of the tops probably just popped because the temperatures are changing because it was cold out here, and then now we're warming it up by running all these damn electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
Yeah. Well, I think so. Y'all have to let us know.
Heat for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I turned that on when we got home from Dave & Buster's today because the kids wanted to do something, so we went to Dave & Buster's.
That's fun. You guys have a good time?
Yeah. Totally won a bunch of coins or a bunch of tickets, and the kids did not appreciate all the tickets I won for them because they wanted to get all the crappy stuff that wasn't even worth any tickets.
Like what? Like a magnifying time class?
I don't want to get into that right now. That was on my birthday, by the way. I will never remember. I will never forget.
But
you were upset with your prize selection.
Well, it's just a different topic to get into on that. But today was fun.
Today was fun. I feel like the internet and people need to know about your Dave & Buster's experience. Probably scarred Scott. Scott will probably never be able to go to a Dave & Buster's again because of you. Yeah. Scott, let me know. You're
In the
one.
Comments.
You're one of our 2 viewers. So.
However, one of the topics we're talking about earlier on my list.
I didn't go over your list. You told me that you didn't want to go over it because you wanted to talk about it while we're recording.
I thought that's how the boss does it.
There is no boss.
So, anyhow, Reese's is currently in a lawsuit
Oh yeah.
because
Who is suing them?
it's a class action,
Okay.
and whatever that means, getting the terms, I can Google it and find out, get specific. Anyhow,
I think, I don't.
you know how on the packaging you see the designs of the Reese's, like the pumpkin has the jack-o'-lantern face. Looking it up on your own? No.
No, I'm just writing things down that you say.
And footballs
Okay.
that are designed, but then they don't have any laces on them, so it just looks like eggs.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're being sued for false advertisement.
Oh.
A good $5 million.
Who? Oh. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A Florida woman.
Oh. No, USA Today. Florida woman sues Hershey's. Yeah. There we go.
Reese's peanut butter pumpkins packaging not being cute.
I'm normally like a pretty
Not
proud
being
Floridian.
cute.
Like,
I forgot about that too. I saw that and I was like, of course.
Of course. Why?
Bunch of Karens over here.
Mhm. You know what? I had an extremely funny comment I was just about to say, but I want you to know I withheld it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
you can thank me later. I'll tell you off camera.
But this is what happens when you don't put up with the nonsense. Like, I mean, they give those designs. It could be really easy to do those designs, but they're not doing this. Why are you not doing the designs?
I don't understand.
Give us the design of the jack-o'-lantern on the chocolate. Like, if that's what you're going to post. But they've been doing it for years to drive
The jack-o'-lantern.
products. Right, but now when you open it, it's just a black pumpkin.
Well,
Or chocolate pumpkin, I'll say.
to be fair, jack-o'-lanterns, like, in general,
Are carved yourself.
right, some assembly required. So,
I mean, that would be a good defense. Hopefully they're listening.
I don't know. Some people have told me I should have been a lawyer.
Although bats having eyes.
If you make them, oh my God, they're suing because the bats don't have the eyes.
Right.
Or what is this world?
Football with these laces.
What is this world coming to?
Easy money.
It's
okay. So I was watching a video.
But why does that offend you?
This is what stumped people.
Why?
What state is Utah in?
You're kidding me, right?
That was a question. People couldn't.
Comment below if you know what.
And then
what
another
the answer
question,
to that question is.
What language do they speak in Idaho?
American. Speak American. Murikin. American.
English was no sort of an answer.
American.
And let's see, another one was if you're driving 80 miles per hour, how long will it take you to drive an hour?
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Or how long would it take you to drive 80 miles? Sorry.
Yeah, if you're driving 80 miles an hour, how long will it take you to get 80 miles? Or to travel 80 miles?
Travel an hour.
No, to travel 80 miles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're going 80 miles an hour, how long will it take you to travel 80 miles?
That's right. Yeah, and they're like, okay, but we're going 80 miles per hour? Like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like 2 hours.
Is cruise control on? What kind of car are we in? What's the fuel consumption?
But then they're
is it an electric car? Because we're never going to make it. We got to stop and charge.
But then they turn around and it's like, can you name any Kardashians? They list them all.
Well, to be fair, man, I have a really funny comment, and I don't want to be canceled before we even started.
Who was in the Civil War?
Who was in the Civil War?
Nazis in Germany?
Yeah, that was totally right? Nazis in Germany? Nah, man. It was the Americans versus the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Civil, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't that civil.
But yeah, that's just things that you see. It might be selective for who they're asking them, but it's just a sad sign.
People, people as a whole are stupid.
We thought it was.
I said it.
It was crazy that the lady that got burned from McDonald's coffee because it didn't say hot on the cup.
First off, don't speak for me. All right, you can't say what I thought was crazy or not crazy. I did think it was crazy, but don't speak for me.
Nope.
All right. I can offend people.
Florida too.
I can offend people on my own. I don't need your assistance, and you know that very well. I hope you know that your caps lock is on, and I
keep trying to turn it off. And
like I can see what you're doing, and like in my mind, like I'm picturing you yelling this search because it's all caps.
Why do people picture that? Maybe I just want you to clearly read it.
That's how grammar is supposed to be.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what grammar is like when.
That's hard to come by these days.
And writing and like proper writing is like if you were reading a book, and a book is like a story on paper, over and over. So like if you were reading a book and like someone was yelling in quotations, it would be in all caps. Yeah, and I'm not an author, but I have read a book or two, so you can go ahead and mark me down as an expert.
I'll do that.
Yeah. And in my expert opinion, I could just like my expert opinion imagination. I see you walking up to something and just shouting whatever you're searching. That's how the internet works in my head.
And I've noticed in some situations how I'm quieter than what I used to be.
I would like to be in those situations.
I think it's mostly because I hear in the back of my head, Ian's like, Alex, not so loud, I'm right here.
Do you feel like...
Quiet down.
Do you feel like there's a camera on you at times?
No.
Like randomly? Like, I'm being recorded.
Yeah.
I'm in your subconscious. Like, me personally, I'm in your subconscious.
But like now, in the podcast that we were talking about, my volume will go up and then it'll go low. But at work, I notice how I talk lower than other people do. And I try to like, if you're talking to somebody and try and match
their level.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know what you
Felt
mean.
like I would have been all caps.
It happens sometimes, but no, like my kids do that, and it drives me absolutely insane. Like they'll say something, and I'm like, "What'd you say?" And then they'll say it again in the exact same same level of volume, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I need you to say it louder because I can't hear you." And then they'll be like, do you remember? Oh my God. I'm like, what? I can't hear you. I'm yelling at them. What? And then they're just, I want a snack.
Let's keep it level.
I feel they're asking me like such random, useless, like
questions, but then it's like,
now I'm yelling at them because I can't hear them. And I feel bad. They just want some gummies. I'm like, ask. Say it with your chest. I can't hear you. Like, gee, the generation older than them have no problem speaking their mind. Why aren't my kids speaking up?
Yeah.
So is it a generation thing? Maybe they're just not old enough yet.
Yeah.
But you do it too, and it drives me insane.
They don't want to interrupt you.
You'd like to interrupt me on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Or like stand over your shoulder.
Dude, they do that too. It drives me. Are you telling them? Are you telling them what to do to piss me off? Because I can believe that. It's like Uncle Alex told me to stand right behind you.
If you're ever sitting down and on the couch, you say just stand right behind you.
I can't. I ask them all the time. Logan's been doing that recently, like with his new little Game Boy, and like he'll put it right here next to my ear with the volume like really loud, and I'm like, bro, do you mind? And he's like, what? I'm trying to play a game. I'm like, go away before I throw it.
Spots in the house.
Oh, man, like right in my ear, and I'm like, bro, and he gets mad at me like, what? Do you mind? I'm trying to play a game. I'm like, do you mind? Go away. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, while you're trying to do that. Those little Game Boys are pretty cool. I mean, it's that arcade system that we were talking about last time, but as a Game Boy.
Yeah, like a little handheld.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about it last time, and you said, "Oh,
We
I gotta
did.
show you after
We
this."
did.
Forgot about that.
You don't watch the episodes.
I didn't.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You know, we're getting close to 100 subs.
Well, I'll tell you now. Yeah, and
Don't tell me now.
I'll
Tell me
tell you
later.
now. A friend of ours, well, mine, back in the day, he actually stumbled upon the podcast. And he hit up.
Like randomly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hit up a friend and it was like, I saw Alex on YouTube. It just showed up.
Oh. I think you told me this.
As I walked in today.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we've had this conversation. I don't remember the start or finish.
It means the algorithm's getting out there.
I mean, maybe, you know, you guys might have had some connected friends with the same email addresses, you know. I don't know. What are you looking up now?
Well, I was trying to do it quietly.
How are you, like, what do you trying to keep it a secret from Jack over there?
It's not all caps, this one.
It's not all caps. Okay. You whisper it since it's all.
So, have you heard of this New York regulation that they passed called Rule 2.13?
Nope. Why would I?
Right. And
if it's going down in New York, I don't ever plan on going there.
Basically, without proof of documentation, this, that, the other, they can pretty much come into people's homes, quarantine them, remove people, kids, adults, anybody at any time if they feel suspect. And nothing apparently can be done about it.
Is that a law or a regulation? Or an ordinance? Because I don't think they could.
The authority and duty of the New York State Department of Health. The regulations.
Yeah, I have a lot of opinions on that I don't wish to share on camera.
Mm-hmm. But just imagine, like, that's kind of wild for the government to be doing. And like,
yeah, I mean, anyways.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about over there, Alex, before they come and bust in the door and take us away? You know,
I mean,
they're always listening. We're not a threat because we have so little subscribers. So we're not a threat. But, you know, maybe one day we might. And then they're going to bust in the door and take us away and clone us and some...
But at the same time,
make some less,
at the same time,
even
we
less
were
funny.
talking about people earlier on this episode, and so in those some cases, like you can't work with some people.
Can't work
like,
with you.
Logic and science, and you know they're endangering multiple other people. You know,
Sure, I do know. I don't know what you're talking about, but sure. Whatever.
For that rule to be kind of a positive, effective way, but still it could also be abused in a very bad way.
Everything can be abused if you let it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very hard to do at all.
And you know what I'm saying?
I do. Thank you for asking. And I know you got and are excited about your Oculus. Did you not want me to talk about that?
I didn't think you like games much.
Well, I mean, you know,
VR, just a different world.
# Oculus is
Quest 2.
Thank you for correcting me on camera.
I'm not correcting you. I'm extending. It's the Oculus is just a brand.
Okay, I'm sorry. #
Oculus Quest 2, or there'd be Oculus and then # Oculus Quest 2 and
all the hashtags.
Yeah, I mean,
all the hashtag. Okay. So yeah, no, I know that's good. Chat GPT. I have something in my notes about Chat GPT. I don't know. Like I wrote. So you know how I write my notes. I'll write something very little, and most of the time I'll be able.
Just a GPT.
No, it's a Chat GPT and a bunny thing. Yeah, that's my note that I wrote for myself. Right now, I don't exactly remember what the bunny thing. So it'll come to
Great
me.
notes.
It'll. I told you, most of the time it works for me.
So my note said Hershey lawsuit, which is what I put in Google. Came right up. The other one was Rule 2.13. Came right up.
I got this from a video I was watching. Are you looking it up now? Yeah.
Image of God with a bunny.
Yeah. So somebody asked to make Chat GPT to make a happy bunny. So it created this happy bunny, and then it said make it happier. So it made it like even more whimsical and happier, and it said make it happier. It made it more whimsical and happier, and make it happier. And then it like eventually like transcended beyond the universe and the connections of the realms of the multiverse, that it was so happy it could blend through space and time itself. That was the finish line there.
It could blend through space and time.
Space and time itself, or something like that, so to speak. But like, this was Chat GPT. It just made this crazy happy bunny that was able.
They did an image search on it. There was quite a few options that came up.
Yeah,
I didn't know which one was one you may have seen.
I saw this one kind of on a clearly different platform. Do you have? Oh yeah, no, we fixed the audio on that, but yeah, no, it definitely wasn't that long that I watched, but yeah, that was my one note I had written down. You were doing pretty good at carrying it along, but it's crazy thinking that like AI or Chat GPT would be able to create some bunny or some story like that, so to speak.
But yeah, it's saying here is the image of an entity that embodies the ultimate form of happiness, transcending all known beings and concepts. This entity is the very essence of happiness, the only existing being, and the defining force of all existence.
Yeah.
GPT was like, stop asking me. Here it is. This is the final one.
This is happy.
This is it.
This is happiness.
I'm not doing anything else.
This is as happy as happy can get.
That's funny.
Yeah, the hands have been clapped. Okay, this is as happy gets.
Yeah, the ultimate photo isn't even in here. Like, I think it was like, here is this one, and this was the second one. It was like, me happier. It's this one.
Yeah, pretty funny,
and then
right?
it was like
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that right. AI, man.
Yeah. But I mean, there's two ways to look at it. The way you looked at it and the way like I looked at it. It's like, it's crazy. ChatGPT, like AI could do that, and you're like, AI is like, here, this is happy. Shut up. This is the best I got. This is happiness at its pure essence.
Like, yes, this is done.
Yeah, they're done. Make it happier. See above. This is it. This is peak happiness. You don't go to the top of Everest and be like, oh, where's the ladder? No, this is it.
I want to go up higher.
Nope, this is it. Go to space. I don't get it. Not find a different animal to make happy. Wow. I like how you Googled chat or GPT and bunny thing, and I saw a dabbing teddy bear T-shirt for sale.
I saw that too.
You can't search for anything nowadays without something being for sale in your face.
Oh, they're gonna say dabbing, but
yeah. And I know are there a lot of ads in that Oculus? I haven't had a chance to look into.
I know it's not like a Play Store store. It's like a Steam store.
No, I get it.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just curious as to when they are going to start putting a lot of ads into VR, because why wouldn't they? I mean, again, I'm totally against it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to.
I don't see them doing it.
I do.
It's like another console. It's like you don't get ads when you load in your PlayStation disc or your Xbox or launching Steam. Like you'll get a small ad in this store, but
now, that's 10 years from now.
I mean, that VR is crazy.
Even still, I'm thinking like consoles too. Like there's going to be ads. So
you draw an
outline. Especially like in loading screens. I could see that. Like that's going to be step one.
It depends on what you're doing. If it's a game, those loading screens are tips usually, or just information.
Nope, they're going to be ads and everything. That's what I'm foreseeing. Everything. Oh, your game's loading. Did you know that you can order this with just a click? Click here to add to cart.
A friend of mine was playing Need for Speed, and he was raving about the loading screen. So
is he playing it on the Oculus?
No.
Oh
no. I want to say PlayStation 4 at the time. But the loading screen, you're in your garage, you pick your vehicle after the map and everything. So you pick your vehicle, and then as you're looking at your vehicle, everything like smokes up behind it. It's lighting it up with the music that's playing. Like, it looks really good, and then you just load it onto the map.
Like hyped up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where loading screens are coming in.
Well, I hope, honestly, like from a consumer standpoint, I hope so.
Because they've always tried to eliminate as much loading screens as possible.
That's what kills me. Loading and updating. Every time I'm like, oh, I want to do this, it's like, you got to load this, you got to update this. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. The
technology world now, before you want to do anything, you first got to make sure, let me go ahead and get this updated before I want to do this. So that way there's no issue.
I don't know. It's like cooking.
That's how I plan it now.
It's like cooking. Like, let me thaw some meat just in case I want to play. You know? It's just... You were trying to think good of analogy or metaphor, however you want to put it.
But
yeah,
patience is one thing that's very lost.
I don't have patience. I don't have patience or an attention span. And usually, like something comes up, like something else usually has no problem finding its way to me, and I don't understand.
So the Oculus, right? I saw for the Quest 3.
Yeah.
When you're in the Oculus, you can decide to use what they call pass-through mode, so the cameras will let you see what's outside.
I'm
the
familiar.
Quest 2 has the infrared, so it's black and white. The Quest 3 is colored, and among probably most other upgrades. But I saw this guy mechanic working on his engine, and he's sitting there with the Oculus, and he has spanned out 3.
I saw that.
Sites.
I've seen that. That's that's cool. It'll be a lot more handy when it's less bulky.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it'll be a lot more popularized when it's less bulky.
I was astonished from the Quest 2, like you put the controllers down and then it will start tracking your hands.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite expecting that. And you got pinched, click. I'm like, this is...
I'm pretty familiar with these things. Like, I watch a lot of, like, tech review stuff just because I don't...
You know what I'm mad, though?
You mad?
No zoom. No pinch zoom. Why are you not going to give that?
I
Give
mean,
us the pinch zoom.
eventually. Baby
I'm
steps.
sitting here like this, like a crowd.
Baby steps, Alex. But that's okay. You'll
Yeah.
you'll live because time's up anyways. So if you guys haven't already, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Alex, you got
Do it.
anything?
Do it. Let's get to 100 more.
Yeah, 100 subs.
Yeah.
We're almost there. Bye.